One of the most common questions I get from therapists is how long is it going to take before marketing works? Hi, I'm Miranda, founder of Marketing for Mental Health Practitioners. So it's a hard question to answer, and the short answer is a long time. It takes a long time to grow a business. The longer answer is that it depends. There's a lot of variables, there's a lot of different components and elements to marketing, and it can be just one element that's off. That means that your marketing isn't going to be quite as effective and results are going to take longer coming in. So before you even think about putting yourself out there to the world and implementing marketing activities, there's some things that you really need to focus on first. Really get really clear about who you are. So in terms of what your services are, what you want to be known for, and who you want to serve. Who is that niche or ideal client that you want to work with? Then you need to build yourself a really professional website. Ideally, I always recommend don't build it yourself. I know it's tempting because it seems like a good cost saving, but longer term, it's ultimately going to cost you more and impact your business because there's a lot of technical stuff that goes on behind the scenes with websites that if you're not a web developer or web designer, you're obviously not going to be across. So I always recommend investing in a professional website and then writing copy and content that's going to really resonate and really speak to your ideal clients. From there, update your referral platforms like Psychology Today to make sure that the copy on those platforms is aligned with your copy on your website. Then set up and verify your Google My Business, which these days is now called Google Business Profile. Really important at the moment. Google's putting a lot more emphasis on your Google Business Profile, and so it really helps you become more visible within the world of Google. So once you have those things, that really critical foundation stuff in place, then we can think about marketing activities. So the three first activities I recommend is launch your social media. So set up social media accounts and start posting every 2 to 3 days. That can be graphics or it can be videos, whatever you're most comfortable with. Just start building your presence online. Next step is set up a Google ad campaign. A Google ad campaign means that you're getting in front of people who are actively searching on Google, which means you're going to start building your website traffic pretty quickly through launching a Google ad campaign. Next thing is put a list of potential referrers together. So they can be potential referrers who are similar place to you, but maybe looking after a different niche so you can cross refer, and also look at some mental health professionals who are a lot more established but do something similar to you, which means you can help them just like offload some of their waiting list, to someone that they trust. That building relationships with the potential referrers takes time, but it will pay off if you do the work. So why do I say launch social media first, even though social media does take a long time to build up your presence and bring in web traffic and clients? It's because people, when they're deciding who to see, there's a few things in their head that they want to make sure that they sort of tick off before they take that next step and book an appointment. And one of those things is just sort of making sure that you're legit. And the way people perceive these days for a therapist to be legit, they go, okay, they've got a website, looks really credible. I understand their expertise. I feel like I'm going to get cared for. And they've got social media as well. So it's just a few of those things that go, okay, yep, they seem really legit. And that's just not potential clients, but that's potential referrers as well. So then how long does this marketing take for you to see results? I said it does vary a lot depending on how much competition you have, what location you're in, what area you specialize in. But I always say sort of 3 to 6 months, you just need to sit tight, do the work to then be able to see some potential new clients start to come in. So if it's 2 months in, 3 months in, and you're like, it's not working, just sit tight and do the work. And if you do the work consistently, then you will start to see those clients come in. So one of the big challenges in marketing is that consistent work. It's, lots of fun developing a business plan, a marketing plan, but it's hard work implementing it because often you feel like you're doing the same thing every day. Every day I have to create content, every day I have to post on social, and I'm just not seeing the results. But it's often in the world of business, the people that are successful are the ones that have been able to just do the work day in, day out and have patience and wait for those results to come. A lot of people just quit too early. Oh, I've been doing social for a month, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work in a month. And I think that's the challenging bit, to be able to stick with it for a long period of time. And often you see big content creators online, whether that's on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok. And it seems like they've just sort of appeared overnight with this huge following. But if you actually look back in terms of how long they've been doing this for, you'll often see that these people started years ago. And for the first few years, they were putting out videos every day and not really getting any engagement, but they stuck with it and it paid off. So my big takeaway for this video is firstly do those initial things I spoke about and just settle in and do the work. And if you just commit to doing the work every day, every week, every month, you will start to see those results come in and you will be able to grow a really successful, thriving private therapy practice.